Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Makar Kodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to you brothers pushing out this truth all over the world, the hopeful elect. All right, I'm going to play a couple minutes of this video. I'm going to pull out some scriptures, then we'll come back. All right, but this is the chaos going on. Okay, just reporting what's going on around the world, which directly is going to affect America as well. Remember, anything that's going on around the world, you're going to feel it here in the States, man. All right, so the farmers set fire, all right, ahead of agriculture minister meeting. Let's get a little bit more. All right, and you see right here, farmers have blocked roads and set fires to tires across Brussels ahead of meeting of agriculture minister from across the EU. So let's go ahead and play it, and then of course I'll pull up some scriptures.
Agricultural ministers from across the European Union are meeting in Brussels today to discuss their response to protests by farmers across the EU. There have been demonstrations by farming groups in France, Germany, Poland, Belgium, Spain, and in other countries. The protests have been triggered by what the farmers say are cheap imports from outside the EU, excessively restrictive environmental rules, and falling incomes. Well, this morning, farmers are...
Hey, you see, I just want to say this, you know, the farmers are really feeling it, and they've been feeling it for some years now. All right, there's a point where, all right, the tension just snaps, and that's pretty much where everybody is at, who are farmers, all right, being bought out from Monsanto and all that, you know, because what's the goal of the wicked elite, all right, to feed everybody GMO foods, which pretty much they have accomplished that, all right. So these farmers, man, you know, they're pushing back at that. You know, they're not able to sell their crops and get a profit. A lot of them are losing their farms, all right, to big corporations, taking over their farms, you know, planting GMOs, spraying your food. You know, it all goes back to the scripts, man. The Lord said our food will be defiled. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick before I play the rest of this video. Hold on real quick. Let's see. So Ezekiel 4 verse 13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. So all of our food is defiled, man. You know, every single last one of it. That's why you don't have any energy when you eat it. All right. That's why it's just best, man, to eat as less as possible, to intermittently fast. All right. And, you know, I'm speaking to myself as well. You know, it could be hard to do so, but that's the best option, man. Of course, you pray over your food. All right. But hey, the less that you eat, the better off you would be, man. But yeah, let's keep playing.
Gathering in Brussels ahead of that meeting of EU ministers. They use their tractors to block the roads. They also appear to have piled up tyres near the building, which are now on fire. So let's just show you those live shots of those tyres. You can see very thick black smoke there, blocking those streets with those fires still smouldering. Well, more protests by farmers are planned today across Spain. Let's cross live now to our correspondent, Guy Hedgecoe, who is in Madrid and following developments. Guy, welcome to you. So tell us what's planned for there in Spain today and what the feeling is amongst those farmers there.
Well, there are hundreds of farmers who are converging on Madrid today, many of them driving tractors into the centre of the city. At the moment, they're still on the outskirts of Madrid, but later in the morning, they're going to be driving into the centre of Madrid. They're going to stop off, first of all, at the Agriculture Ministry. Of course, the Agriculture Minister, Luis Planas, is in Brussels, meeting with other ministers today. And then they will move on to the Spanish offices of the European Commission, because many of the grievances of these farmers are aimed at the European Union. And this, of course, is the second such protest.
Another thing, too, you know, you're seeing a form of sedition among men as well. You know, let's go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to be pulling out some scriptures that come to my mind through the Spirit. So let's go ahead and get that real quick. Then we'll go to the main scripture I wanted to pull out, which is 2 Ezra 1. And then, you know, also, after I read that, I'm going to read the revised version because it goes into a little bit detail explaining it as well. Pretty good information on it. But let's go to 2 Ezra real quick. Let's see. Let's type this in. Again, I'm going to read it from my other phone right here. So second Ezra 15 and 16. We've been bringing this out a lot more. All right. Because, it's the scripture hits harder, as well as other scriptures, man, more relevant to, what you're seeing going on around the world. All right. Particularly this situation right here. So second Ezra 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So it's going to get to the point, all right, where it's going to be all out sedition, man. And, just, a little bit what's going on out there in Texas, that situation and all that, these are just the starts of it. All right. People are starting to rebel more. You're starting to question the government more. People are protesting more. Protesting turns into riots. All right. Riots turn into, them implementing, martial law and the troops and military and all that. All right. And all this is happening is because of the corruption. The people are tired of the corruption. Again, they're looking into the affairs of government. All right. They're seeing that these people are just in office, to deck out their offices, deck out their homes. All right. They're not for the people. It's evident, man. It's evident. The Lord is waking up the minds of the people, on a small level to look towards the affairs of government. And this is what you have right here. All right. This is what you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here, and let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get this. I'm not gonna play all the video for the interest of time. I'm gonna just go ahead and upload that video to my channel. All right. So let's go ahead and hit this scripture right here. Second Ezra 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. So this is what the Lord is telling us, man. All right. The men that are in this truth. All right. That believe. All right. The watchmen. Okay. He said, measure the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we understand that very well. We understand it very well that we are in the end times. All right. This is not, a time to be bullshitting. All right. And, it's time to turn up. Again, I'm speaking for myself. The scripture says, take good heed to what thou speakest. So that goes for myself as well, because, the Lord is going to deliver us by our works as well as our faith, man. All right. Because faith without works is dead. All right. So let's keep going. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. All right. And that's what you're seeing right now. Then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So check this out. Let me also go to, let's see, 2 Ezra 9. And now this is the New Revised Standard Version. All right. Updated edition. Esau got to throw all that in there. Let's go ahead and read this. I'm going to start from the top. He answered me and said, measure carefully in your mind. And when you see that some of the predicted signs have occurred, and these signs are occurring, man. You see what's going on. Jacob Rothschild, he's, let me see, I have it right here. I want to do a video on it. This devil, let's just pull it up real quick. Lord Jacob Rothschild, financier, dies at age 87. And, these devils, they control all the banks. All right. So looking at it in a spiritual way, these banks are collapsing. Okay. And this is going to further the collapse. All right. You know how these devils get down, man. So again, the Lord is taking these devils out. And you better believe he will be in chains, when he comes back. That's not it for you, man. Lord still got some stuff planned for you. All right. So going back to this, it says, verse 2, then you will know that is the very same time when the Most High is about to visit the world that he has made. So when there shall appear in the world earthquakes, tumult of peoples, intrigues of nations, wavering of leaders, confused of princes. You see there, you're seeing all that. We're seeing the tumult of the people. All right. We're seeing the nations are going against each other. We're seeing the wavering of leaders, where they're being found out to be the liars that they are. We're seeing the confusion. We're seeing all these things, man. All right. The men that are watching. Verse 4, then you will know that It's like, I'm gonna read it again. Then you will know that it was of these that the Most High spake from the days that were of old, from the beginning. For just as with everything that has occurred in the world, the beginning is evident and the end manifest. So also are the times of the Most High. The beginnings are manifest in wonders and mighty works, and the end in penalties and in signs. All right, so this is a good read right here, this New Revised Standard Version. I'm gonna stop it right there, but I do want to come back and do another video on this, Lord willing. It goes into a lot, man. I'm not gonna read all of it, but it's some good stuff on here. All right, so again, going back to this, I just wanted to report on what's going on, out here, with these farmers and stuff, man, protesting and all that. Again, the situation is going to come here to America. You better believe it's going to disrupt, food chains and supplies and all these things. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Akarkodas. Next video, Shalom.